Hi, I'm Sham, and this is my Rolling 10 Project Pan update. It's been a while since I filmed my intro video, so I'm finally sitting down and filming my first update video. And I'll just jump right into it, starting with the lip products. I'm happy to report that with the three that I started, the Armani and Revlon and the BareMinerals lipstick, I have finished the BareMinerals lipstick since I last filmed. I'll insert a photo here. And with the two remaining, I decided to also track usage as well as weight. And since I've started the Armani, I started at 24.2 grams of product and now I'm at 23.7. Given the packaging and the weight of the actual product, I'm not expecting a huge change in the weight update to update, but progress is going well. I've reached for it 39 times since I pulled it in for Project Pan. And overall, I really like it. I think I've always liked this product, but because of the fact that it is a bit more expensive, I always kind of felt like, oh, I wanted to save it for a special occasion. But since it is getting older, and since I started Project Pan, I decided to just enjoy the products that I purchased. They're there for a reason, so I might as well use it. Otherwise, it'll expire and I have to throw it away and all that money is wasted and I didn't even get to enjoy the little treat for myself. So there's that. I don't think this is a product that I'll be finished with anytime soon. It might actually take the full year, but we'll see. I'm excited to see how it goes. There really isn't any trace of like me finishing it anytime soon. Like there's still product on the end, like the actual container, so I can't really tell. But we'll see how it goes next time I update. Next one is the Revlon Really Red lipstick. Not a huge ton of progress on this one either, and I think it's just because of the color. Red is a little bit less forgiving on a to wear on a regular basis, and it's also a little bit, it requires a lot of touch up throughout the day. And I think from a practical standpoint, since I work from home mostly, I'm not really going out. I'm not reaching for this as much. I'm trying to be better about it. I've reached for this a total of 24 times, and I think in comparing to when I first started, there isn't a significant change in the amount of product that's left. But I've been trying to use it wherever possible. So I'll dab it on my lips during the day and then reapply. And then I've even also started to use it on my cheeks as well. So we'll see. I think this also might be one of those products that takes me that full year unless I really start to apply it regularly as a full-on red lipstick, but I just really don't see that happening. All right, so next are nails. I have the H&M Beauty nail polishes that I started with and I still have. Progress has been going really well, actually. Again, this is the all clear gel like finish polish that I mixed in some old red nail polish in to create that jelly effect. And I've been using this on my fingernails, and then the Emerald City shade I've been using on my toes, and then I'll reapply every few days or whenever I see a chip in the color, I'll just reapply. And that's actually been really helpful in using up the product, and I'm seeing pretty significant progress as well. I've reached for all clear a total of 10 times and then Emerald City a total of 5 times. And I think I want to set a goal for myself to try to finish this by the end of the summer, if it's possible. But we'll see. I did see some tips on the Project Pan subreddit, and so I'm gonna see if I can try to apply those tips and see how that kind of affects the overall progress of my hair care product. So I have that Sephora smoothing cream that I started with, and I started this when it was 93.7 grams, and now it's 83.1 grams. This has actually shown the most progress from a weight perspective, and I think it's just because of the nature of the product too. Like I use a lot more each application, and I actually think by the next time I'm going to try and change it into a different container. I do have like an old product that I finished up already and cleaned out, but it has a pump, which I really enjoy that type of packaging. So I think I might move it into that bottle, and then I can recycle this. So going forward after that, you'll see it in that packaging. For my base products, I have the Makeup Forever finishing powder. I've reached for this a total of 24 times, and we started at 34.3 grams, and now we're at 33.8 grams of product. So not a huge dent in what I've been able to use, but given that it's a powder, it does weigh less. Visually, if I look at like the container and how much product there is, I can see that there's been a change since I started using this. I do really enjoy, actually, I never really used powder much in my makeup routine, but since I've tried to make a conscious effort to use it, I do really enjoy powdering. Now that, especially now in the summer, where it's hotter and humid where I am, it really does help make sure my T-zone stays less shiny and helps with the longevity of the products that I use. Next is eye products. So first one up is the Sephora gel eyeliner in T-Rex. I've used this a total of 18 times since I started, and I've actually sharpened it a few times and have been able to see significant progress on just how much product is left. I think this is also something that I want to try and finish by the end of the summer if possible. In the beginning, I actually didn't really like this product, and it was also partly why it just stayed in my inventory for so long. It was because I felt like this is supposed to be a waterproof eyeliner, and I felt like it just smudged way too much for a waterproof product. But since playing around with the application and trying to use it more often, I did find that as long as I use an eyeshadow primer and then apply this on my eyelids, it does stay a lot better, and it doesn't really smudge or migrate too much. So I don't end up with the raccoon eyes I normally would if I just went in with like an eyeshadow or a cream shadow that dried down matte. So yeah, would I repurchase it again? I probably wouldn't get the same shade, but maybe in the future I might try other eyeliners from the Sephora collection. But at this point, I feel like there's just so many options out there. I just want to try something new. I have my eyeshadows. So I have my Naked 2 in Tease. And since I pulled it in, I've used it a total of 22 times. With these Naked 2 eyeshadows, you really you're in this for the long haul. Like, I do see a dip in the product, but I'm very obviously not close to the pan at all. So I think we're gonna be in here for a while with very similar updates. It's still here. It'll be here next time I give an update. But I do really like the shade. It's a nice everyday natural outer corner shade for me without going full too into the browns. The Sleek shadow in Gateau, I'm happy to report that I have officially panned it. And since I'm done with that eyeshadow product, I am actually going to bring in my Lorac Unzipped palette, and I'm going to pull in the shade Undercover into my rolling 10. So this is where we're at. Since I brought it in, I've used it a total of 14 times. Really like this shadow. This palette is great. I think it's great for travel if you like these tones. It's got a little bit of everything, and I think it, like, you can create a ton of versatile looks. Lorac in general, I think, has really great palettes, this being one of them. Now, the last product I'll be bringing in to replace the BareMinerals lipstick is the Colourpop blush stick in 25-8. It's in this twist up packaging. It gives a really nice sheer finish. I'm wearing a little bit of it today. It's very natural. And since I've pulled it in, I've reached for a total of 15 times. I'm prioritizing finishing up my cream products over the powder because generally cream just expires sooner. It doesn't have as much of a shelf life as powder products. I do like it. It's really natural. Gives me it's quick to apply and quick to blend out. And yeah, I can't wait to see what looks I can create with it. So far what I've done, because it's summer, is I'll use it on top of my cream products, my cream base, and then I'll set it actually with a powder blush. And it almost intensifies the color, but it keeps it staying for a longer period of time. That is all of my products for my Rolling 10 Project Pan. If you like this video, please like and or subscribe. If you're doing Project Pan as well for the year, or you've just got a continuous Project Pan going on, let me know about it in the comments. I'd love to see your video and see what you're working on in your Project Pan. Thanks for watching. Bye.